Hey everyone, it's Lexi, also known as Alex the Latina. I thought I'd do a little throwback to the original videos on this YouTube channel that I actually started, believe it or not, over 10 years ago, where I'd always start the introduction as, hey everybody, it's Alex the Latina. Still Alex the Latina, but I'm also Lexi. Anyhow, today I wanted to talk to you about energy vampires. First of all, what is an energy vampire? And second of all, what can I do to protect myself from energy vampires? And actually, maybe even a little bit about what to do if you suspect you're an energy vampire. Okay, so first of all, what is an energy vampire? So this is a person, and by the way, I hate the term energy vampire. I don't like that term, but it is what I believe most people are familiar with and recognize, so I'm just gonna go with it for the purpose of this video. So an energy vampire, first of all, there's a couple different kinds of energy vampires. Some energy vampires out there don't even know that they're an energy vampire, while some others are very aware of it and they get joy from it. And it is their life purpose to be an energy vampire and drain that energy from you, especially if it's their life purpose. Like, it's their journey to be a dick, basically. But most people don't know that they're an energy vampire. Energy vampires can be very critical, critical about life, critical about other people, and critical about themselves. The most powerful energy vampires are actually ones that aren't too happy with themselves, maybe even hate themselves, and are very critical of themselves. These are the most powerful energy vampires that are very difficult to protect yourself from, but you can do it. An energy vampire, a lot of times, you will know that you've been with one because you will feel physically exhausted, drained, and you just feel like crap. Some people physically get ill. I had a client who was in a relationship with a very toxic person, and every time they were with this toxic person, they would come back with just like this shoulder pain, this pain in their upper traps and upper back, and it was just the heaviness of carrying this energy vampire. And I used to say to my client, imagine what this energy vampire looks like spiritually. What does it look like? And we talked about it, and it was kind of like this like dark energy with like tentacles that was just like sucking away at her and stealing her energy. That's really what an energy vampire is like. It is draining and stealing of your energy. And when you're around them, you often feel bad about yourself afterwards, or you feel down about stuff, or you feel hopeless. And like I mentioned before, a lot of times the energy vampire doesn't know that they're an energy vampire, so it's not their fault. And you try to help them. You do whatever you can to make them think better about the world and see good in the world and see good in themselves, but it doesn't matter what you do. They have to see it from themselves, and it has to come from within themselves. A lot of times they lack the confidence to be able to do that, and it doesn't matter what you do. They have to see that for themselves. An energy vampire is critical and negative about the world. Everybody's bad, that person's a cheat, that person's a liar, this workplace sucks, this world sucks. They have that negative view on the world. But again, the more powerful energy vampires are ones that have the negative view of themselves. I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I'm too fat, I'm too unattractive, I'm too short, I'm too skinny, I have the worst luck, I have bad luck in love, I have bad luck in my career, I'm just no good at this, I'm just so stupid at that. And they're very, very hard on themselves. Now, we're all guilty of being hard on ourselves, but these are people that are constant, and it is an ongoing struggle for themselves, and it's very, very rare that you ever get a moment with them where they actually are believing in themselves. Okay, so I hope that kind of identifies what an energy vampire is. And remember, a lot of times it's not their fault. They don't know they're an energy vampire. And sometimes it's a family member or a coworker or a loved one, and we have to be around them. So here's what you can do to protect yourself. So protect sounds like a very strong word, but remember, you can actually get physically sick by hanging out or spending too much time with an energy vampire. It can affect you energetically, emotionally, and physically. There is such a thing, okay, that is called adrenal fatigue, mental exhaustion, emotional fatigue. These things actually exist in the scientific world. People actually go to their Western doctors to get help with these symptoms. Okay, I'm not saying that they're all related to energy vampires, but you can get physically sick is what I'm saying. When you are around an energy vampire too much, or you haven't done what you can to protect yourself from them, okay? So you do want to protect yourself against them. So in the spiritual world and in the spiritual realm, you will do things to protect yourself. You will call upon Archangel Michael, or you'll call upon Jesus, or you'll imagine yourself in white light. Basically, what you want to do is you want to shield and protect yourself before you go and interact with the energy vampire. You might want to wear Christ around your neck, whatever it is for you. You might want to wear a piece of obsidian, which is a crystal that aids in protection. Different things, smudge, sage, do these things to protect yourself energetically and spiritually. But there's also things that you have to do physically. Check in with yourself. Now, where am I right now today? Am I in a place of self-love? Do I love myself? You need to go in with a healthy dose of self-love before you deal with the energy vampire, okay? Or it'll be easy for them to drag you in and drain you of your own self-love and your own positivity, okay? So come from a place of self-love, okay? Also come from a place of gratitude. I did a video a while ago on 4 ways to practice gratitude. Check it out. And one of the things that I talk about is to focus on what you do have, okay? Because the energy vampire is going to talk a lot about what you don't have, okay? So make sure you're very strong, confident, grounded, shielded, and protected. You know what's good about your life. You know what's good about the world. And you're coming with a healthy place of self-love, okay? And then physically, what are you going to do to protect yourself from the energy vampire? You're going to drink plenty of water. Make sure you are very, very hydrated. You've also been eating very healthy. You've maybe eaten organic foods. You've eaten superfoods. You've eaten clean. You know, you're going, strong. You're not fatigued. You've had a good night's rest. You're in a strong, stable place. Did you do your yoga practice that day? Did you do your prayer? Did you do your meditation? Did you go for your run? Did you do your workout? Come from a strong, stable place before you go out and hang out with the energy vampire. Now, remember, sometimes we don't have a choice. A lot of people would say, oh, I need to shield and protect myself. I'm not going to hang out with the energy vampires at all. Sometimes we don't have that choice. Sometimes we love the energy vampire. We want to be around the energy vampire. But it's hard on us, right? It's difficult to deal with that person that is so critical about you and about themselves and the world. So I hope that it helps you identify what an energy vampire is and what you can do to protect yourself. If you suspect that you perhaps are maybe an energy vampire, first of all, it's okay. It's all right. And I understand, okay? I've been there. Many of us have been the energy vampire. But there's things that you can do as well to protect yourself. Ask your guides to protect yourself. Ask for that divine white light. Ask for that love. Ask for forgiveness. Ask to be cleansed. Know your self-worth. Ask other people what's good about you. Write it down and look at it and use those affirmations every day to believe in yourself and love yourself. And practice gratitude. If you need to go back to my video on 4 ways to practice gratitude, that is an entry from my journal called Road to Wellness, where you can, journey on becoming a healthier, stronger you, or in my world of Archangel Wellness, a more sacred and spiritual you. A sacred and spiritual you loves themselves and has a healthy dose of self-love. So I hope that helps you. Until next time, angel blessings, angel hugs, and namaste.